Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today, and I am not running solo. I am with Nine. Now, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing great, MK. We've got what could very well be a King's Infernus Cup match. Cronus was originally in that cup, but they are returning here at the Kimika Cup, and they're going to be up against Wild and Shocking Asia, a team who I believe made top 16
I
in the
believe so.
KIC.
I
I
believe,
believe
yeah,
so.
I'm pretty sure. And
This will be a
we
great match.
we are live now.
Dead,
We are live.
yeah. Take it away, first hit.
Oh my gosh, there's a tank already now. They didn't even get to go. I mean, they'll get a pound spit and all, but I mean, that was so instantaneous.
Right. It's actually, I mean, it's good damage. It ends up being almost 10%. I'm not sure if Wild and Shocking Asia wants to take this tank up here because there is a dumpster that can kind of get knocked into play. But it looks like the tank is fine with not bringing in that dumpy at all. In fact, the tank is host and he's going to be running straight in on these survivors. Gets one hit, a good block, but 1500 HP left as he gets Nicholas in the corner here. Smoker is not getting cleared, but the tank is neither, MK. He's still got 800 HP with that down. Charge will get dealt with. The tank still being avoided and sidestepped. He will finally go down. Just going to be one in cap.
Yeah, pretty standard tank coming out there. I do know about the dumpster, but I know it's not the most advantageous thing to go for. But that boom landed and all, and they wanted to give it a go, and they committed. And for conversation's sake, the tank did about 30-some% because the opening hit did about 7% damage. So good damage coming out, and it was early, but attack coming in, pound spit successful. Jockey comes in at the end, so does the boomer.
Ooh.
Double proxy. The damage tallies up a couple more dings of percentage, and they're about at 50% HP left here and all, and they still got about 60% of the map to go through. It's kind of shorter than the original one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, this is a pretty heavily edited campaign. We'll see it more so in later chapters, but we're coming up on one of the bigger changes in chapter 1. Obviously, you can see this massive stairwell, and it does look like they're going to go for a hit right away at the end of the stairwell. Hunter spit, Charger going off, way off, Smoker pull. And Cronus has been doing a great job at keeping Wild and Shocking Asia in the spits on every single one of their hits.
Yeah, I mean, it was great damage every attack. I mean, besides the tank, it was 7%, then about 10%, and the next one was about 12%. I mean, they're getting good damage on them as they are traversing down to the bottom level, about to make the safe room. I know there was a witch that usually blocks the one path, but there is no witches in zone mod now, so they're able to go right by it. And they actually land a double cap. It's a
Ooh.
rolling tri-cap that comes in. It's a triple boom. The boomer's getting scratches. The hunter gets knocked off. He eventually gets killed off. Jockey gets knocked off. Actually, everything gets cleared from the boomer proxy. And they take about 20% damage there. No, that was crazy.
Big hits out of Cronus. Nothing is missing. The chapters that I was casting earlier today in the morning, I mean, so many hits for pretty much nothing. And that has not been the case at all for Cronus. They're going to send in one more smoke charge, lands at the wall, and back into that spit. They are landing every single one of these spit combos. It is crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, Wild and Shocking Asia will make safe room with not the biggest bonus, but they did make it alive, putting up one chapter score of 532 to be exact. And now it is going to be Cronus' turn to go with their survivor side. And I don't know if a lot of map knowledge comes into play here with how much damage that Wild and Shocking Asia took, because they don't know exactly where the spawns come from. But so far, it looked pretty similar to me, except for the opening safe room tank. No, of course, you just spawn on the other side of that fence.
Yes. And speaking of map knowledge, Traps was actually in my chat watching to this morning's match at 7 a.m. and he said he was trying to get some more experience on this campaign. So I don't know how familiar his teammates are with this campaign. I know that they played off against Lion shortly after that match, or Lion, aka question marks team. So it looks like they got some pretty effective practice in because they just tore it up on SI side of Chapter 1.
Yeah, now Team Cronus has to definitely survive this tank. Now, if they don't, they're going to be down a couple hundred points right from the gate. It is only a 4-chapter campaign, so there is no call for Chapter 5 if it would be a finale option. And either way, it is a neutral server or a neutral game, so finales are expected to be played. I believe it's in this tournament too now. I unfortunately didn't check 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's the standard.
Interesting part about Chapter 4 here on Dead Center ReBirth is, of course, that it's quite a doable finale. There is only one tank, and they do take it up to the rooftop, which is a very cool addition. There's also a hittable, but it's not an instant kill. So that finale, Chapter 4, still very much has some comeback potential in it. But we'll see if that comeback potential is needed or not. I mean, we're just now finishing up Chapter 1.
And here we go live, and one thing that we haven't done, but we'll wait for this first hit to go in. You two, under jockey, you take it this time. Now I took the first one.
Okay, I'm interested to see if Cronus tries to run it forward into the side office. I'm assuming they won't be able to do that. Hunter breaks through, Jockey chasing as well. They catch him in the spit, Jockey as well, back on the head. They did not clear that Jockey, and it's still going to be a lot of damage through yet again, but look at Cronus. They did not bring in the tank. And I do wonder, once again, I wonder if they can take it to the side room, the atrium office area. There is an instant kill potential in there. They are just going to run it back.
And the first tank of the game for Wild and Shocking Asia in the hands of 8712. And actually, do a roster rundown for Cronus. We got T1, Hydro, and Host. T1 is being trapped. Is a sub, but actually no hesitation. Tank is going to be going in. He gets the door closed on him. The smoker misses, but he gets his own corner. He misses the second punches at 2900. Punches a survivor really far away. He pull him. He punches the guy to where the guy gets pulled. Oh, he gets a double. The charger will land. He in-caps Rochelle, and this is going to be more damage going out onto Cronus than it will to Wild and Shocking Age. At the 2 in-caps, can he get a third? I don't think so. It's going to be close. And that smoker almost sealed the deal, but they're going to survive the tank and all, but the damage is already dealt. Survivors are up, bonus down to 31%, 28.8 after pill pop. They have the whole map to go yet and all.
They do indeed. They do take it over to the side room here, get some ammo, etc. We see only one set of pills left for Cronus for now. All of them are bleeding out for the time being, and the hit is in. Hunter going to connect as well as the Jockey. Rolling. Spitter won't quite be able to follow up in the damage, though. They'll still hold on to about 30% bonus, which is not much if they want to, keep it competitive here on the first chapter. But I will say, Cronus's SI hits were spectacular. We'll see if Wild and Shocking Asia can match it.
Yeah, so far Wild and Shaka Asia has the check mark in the tank play. Definitely did a little bit more damage, but can they keep it up with the SI will be the question. Opening attack at 8%. That last one didn't do much, only because they found an additional set of pills and all. That's the only reason it's like this right now. And there's a lot of comments trying to get in, and this might be a difficult choke point to traverse. And they're not even going to wait. They're going to full send. Charge miss. Hunter did not get in the door quick enough. Pounce fits all that's going to happen. And they'll get the bonus down below 100 or below 200, 20% even going down the stairs.
Okay, they do pop that next to last set of pills inside the basement. We're gonna have like 1, maybe 2 hits left. We'll have to see how this first one plays out. 3-1, no spitter. Gonna be Smoker, Jockey, Charger, Boom. Charge comes out, leading the way. Should be pretty quick clear. They do get that. Jockey and Smoker kind of lollygagging off to the side, and they'll get cleaned up, and I mean, Cronus is still technically able to win this chapter.
You're right. They absolutely can.
It's crazy.
And they only have a Charger Hunter 2-2 to deal with. I mean, they can technically get the skeet and melt the Charger from a distance. Are they going to be able to capitalize? Last hit coming in really quickly. Hunter got to get there. Will they get inside? Oh, the Hunter gets skeeted, and they're in the door. And look at that. They'll win the round by 16 points. And we have a game, Nah. We have a game.
That is crazy. I expected after such a spectacular tank that, you know, Cronus would be on the ground a bunch, struggling to proceed through, but they had perfect execution there with the quad SI hits with no tank, post-tank scenario, and they were able to beat Wild and Shocking Asia there. As we head into Chapter 2, this is actually not the first time that we've seen such a close match. A lot of these Kimika Cup matches on Dead Center ReBirth have been surprisingly close. Let's see if a team manages to pull away or if it stays this way. This chapter in specific is quite explosive, MK.
Yes, it is. I remember this one very well. Sure that's not me, so I say just in case it is. Yes, it was me. But as far as this campaign, I do know that you have to go inside the building. You have to go down a ladder as well. Kind of go through the map a little backwards for a little bit, and then it kind of rebirths itself back to its normal route a little bit. But yeah. I definitely think it's intriguing, but this is the map that was broken before, and the reason this campaign was not played beforehand and all. It's nice to see it go in, fix and go into action.
Definitely. Triple boom to start off the engagement for Wild and Shocking. They send in the long charge, avoiding the collateral, but they still land the triple, and that is going to be massive damage onto Cronus right away. Smoker still pulling with all the CIs wrapping around, 20% even on the hit.
Woo. Big damage coming out. Smoker still lingering about. At this point, it's got to stay alive, or it's not going to have a great hit. It's already not going to be the best spawns due to the sack order, I believe. It's going to be a 2-2 Smoker jockey, but if the Smoker died, they'd have to wait. That's what was happening.
No.
He was hitting the E button to teleport to the survivors, and it was teleporting them everywhere on the map. But where the survivors were, I don't know what that was about, but here's the choke point I was talking about. Oh, they got to go down here.
Yeah.
And they get baited.
Wow. Okay, they did have the Poo 2, and that wouldn't have been the best stairwell hit. They could have maybe made it work. A little bit of fall damage, I think, there. But here is the follow-up stairwell hit. I've been talking about that ladder hit on every single time I've casted it, and that is the first time I've seen it happen. It did fall short, a bit short there. Charge comes out, and that was just able to get a stumble, I believe, but we do have the tank coming in. Wow, aggression on the tank. Hydro, he fails to jump. He has to wrap it around, but the tank misses the smack. And with that, he reverts back, heads over to the car.
Ooh, I didn't even realize that was a... oh my gosh, he loses his car. Is he going to go get it? That's big. I don't know how many more dumpsters are going to have up here. I know there's going to be some to the left. The question is he going to choose to do it? And I'm not quite sure if this is who I think it is. Is this Star?
I don't... It doesn't have the name that Star had in RBT7. I can say that much. Quick little roster rundown. We got team captain 8712. Stay with me. Ketsu is Alan Winker, and we've got Qingyuan Miaodao Junjun, which I think we're just going to call Qing or something like that. He seems to be a ringer.
All right, cool. All right, now the tank is down to second pass, and also thank you for the follow, my friend, and como estas, mi amigo? Praja in the chat, but this tank has to go in here. No, this is big. He doesn't have full support yet. He's going to have to wait a little bit, but he is down 800 before he gets around the corner. How do you take this away for him? Big tank coming out for Wild Shock in Asia.
Okay, Qingyuan on the re-engage here with the car. Hits it off to the side. It should be Pretty straightforward for Cronus. They're still running it around. The big divide with the shrubbery. Able to block off that car. Smoker will land. Charger will as well. Eventually gets cleared. Rock will not land. And yeah goes down. But that should be about it. And Ching will get cleaned up.
Yeah, so it'll be one in cap. Let's see what happens on the pickup. So that tank, it's either going to eat the pills, we'll do a damage recess or assessment. They were at about 76% when the tank spawned, so they lose about 22% from the tank. It's pretty standard and all. The rest of the damage was from SI. That first hit, of course, doing 20% from the gate.
Yeah.
And right now their average per hit with just the SI, depending on what happens here, is going to equal out to about 10% per hit, because that's 4 attacks now. I think I might have done my math a little terribly there, but no, it's close to about right on point. It's about what they're averaging besides tank play.
Okay. Cronus pressing on. Finally making some progress here on the chapter. 153 distance points so far. Charger, Hunter, Smoker, Jockey in the hands of Wild and Shocking Asia. Interested to see where they set up for this. It does look like they're ready.
And wait a minute. Oh, gave him a spawn timer. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, he wasn't even the right player.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna let them just run the map now.
Yeah, exactly.
How far they get to go? They had their full hit there, no.
They lost their quad.
And they can't wait because they're bleeding.
They do get it back.
Reload.
I mean, normally they would wait for the other team, but when you're bleeding, that's not really an option, you know?
Right. I expect a drop down hit here. They can't. Okay, before it even comes out, Charger will miss. Jockey lands for a bit. Smoker, Charger double teaming a target. They've got a third of the bonus left. It seemed like a decent hit, but I mean, look how much Cronus is advancing here.
Yeah, they're going very far. I mean, like I said, that the guy crashed, so they lost that one attack, and they're going to be able just to push all the way up the street.
You guys are gonna miss me.
Pawns are trying to find something. To 2-2, Jockey Charger here now.
Yeah.
And the alley-oop them. It's all going to be on them getting the rockets in here.
They send it out. The stumble, but I mean, look at the clears. Spitter not even close. They will sack into another quad, which, you know, you got low health bars here on Cronus, so you could potentially land this quad a bit easier, you know, with players being able to get in cap quicker, etc., etc. But we'll have to see if it can actually happen, because they have not seemed like the most concerted hits. They've seen a little bit out of sync here and there. They're gonna send it outside the pump and run. Hunter hopping about. Cronus takes this time to clear out the CIs. They blow up the gas station. Hunter continuing to hop around, but he's got 31 HP left at this point, MK. And he's just all the way on the back line. There's no point of entry. Jockey gets emptied away. Charger gets, what, a smack. And he does down yeah with that. But is it enough at this point, MK?
I don't know. I mean, I thought for sure when you would shoot that gas station, something that makes that loud of a noise would start the common infected from coming
Right.
in. I think that's what Wild and Shock in Asia was waiting for, and there's no comments whatsoever.
Interesting.
I don't remember if this is always supposed to be like this, to be quite honest. I don't know if something went wrong, but they're going to send the Hunter in. The Jockey wasn't even the spawn rotation yet, but the Jockey comes in. The Spitter is late. The infected is getting a little sloppy from Wild and Shocking Asia at the end. They took a couple attacks here now, not much damage at all, and they're about to make it to the safe room.
I mean, a quarter of the bonus left. Nothing to scoff at here.
Reloading.
Cronus, I mean, they are going to get hit one more time. but they are, you know, at that familiar part of Chapter 2 of Dead Center. Wide open space. They send it in with the quad. Smoker Hunter overlap. Charger all the way over. That was close. Oh, they find it. They actually find it. The Charger's able to, and they finish the job. All the bonus is gone, and they don't get full distance. What a surprising way to end that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Cronus. They're not going to be able to get it, but they do almost get the full distance. Just 27 points shy. And I mean, considering how much damage they took from the tank, I didn't expect them to get there with that much health bonus. But unfortunately, no. Doesn't matter if you have any bonus when you get in-cat right in front of the door. It's not going to get anything.
Right.
As they wipe out.
They had 25% bonus. So that was a great way to wrap it up. By Wild and Shocking Asia, they still got their heads in this. They were lacking a bit on some of those hits, but they got it back together. We'll see what they can do on the Survivor side.
And yes, people are asking if this is Dead Center reconstructed. This is not. This is Dead Center ReBirth. This is a remake of Dead Center not created by myself. A lot older than the one that I created, and we are live. And Tricap with the boom. I know they'd rather have a spitter for this opening attack and all, but if we remember the other side, they did 20%. Can they return the favor is the question.
Definitely.
I hear a hunter.
They are going to send that in. Smoker off to the side. They run it in for a double cap in the safe room. 1, not quite 2, but look at all that hunter damage as well. Going to be a very powerful 15%. Not quite as strong as Wild and Shocking Asia's, but rivaling it still.
Yeah, I mean, that's big damage for the opening attack. They took advantage of them being 2-2, 2 in the safe room, 2 outside. And as you can see, the separation with the 2 cap spoke for itself. And that is why they have taken so much. But now they got to take this next choke point going down the ladder. But they also have a Poo-2 now.
Reloading.
Interested to see how Wild and Shocking Asia's going to play this out. They just dropped down. And they're allowed entry. It does look like it's going to be the stairwell hit. If that.
Spawns, you know?
Yeah. They don't even want that. Are they going to wait for the tank and try to facilitate a big tank hit?
Yeah, I think they don't want to let them retreat. They want to get the car into play. The tank spawned pretty close to the car now. He only going to take about 8 seconds to get at least one shot from the one car. I don't know if he can do both, but definitely one. And man, they're all in position already. One survivor's going to have to take a risk. That's going to be the tank probably. That's why he wanted to try to get damage. And here it is. No, this is the second tank of the game for Cronus into the hands of Traps. And it looks like right now the survivors can do whatever they want.
Absolutely. And expect to see them running it back, but they don't seem to have much. Oh my god, the carry away. Oh.
That was really close to being dangerous.
A little bit too close.
This is a double elimination playoff bracket. You're asking Infested. Charger will get damage. He actually has a chance to bring probably 2 of these cars, but I don't think it's going to be worth going for both now. Probably, if this one pops over, then he could probably decommit and go for the other, but he's not going to get any more chances. Actually, I didn't even see the break in that fence. Never mind. He just got to go around the big rig if he wants. It's just the chip that it'll take to get to it. He's going for it. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh, no. Uh-oh, no. Oh!
No! And, I mean, he's going to get a couple smacks. 2 smacks, disengage. Core! Ching! Just barely! Oh my god! Dodging it again! He has the name of a Taoist god, and he has certainly been blessed by that god here tonight, apparently. T1, aka Trap, still going to be doing what he can. 2k HP left. Jockey on the head. And they're going to be able to finish him off. One last car, it's hit! Oh my god! Again! Missing, and the tank goes down with no survivors in cap.
Wow, I mean, that is just so much unluck for Traps there, I would have to say. Now, so many close hittables. Tank gets cleaned up. They could take the choke point as well. Spawns can't do anything to get there fast enough to block it. And right now, Walden Shock and Asia is poised to take the lead here now. As long as they can just avoid being wiped. They don't even need any bonus to do so.
Yo, I'm hurt.
Easier said than done, but definitely possible. They're going to send in this 2-2. Jockey Hunter going first. They sack into the quad with the spit boom. A little bit of spit damage, but for the most part, a clean hit by Wild and Shocking Asia. Ellis is separated a bit, but they have plenty of time to go ahead and clear through and regroup with him later.
Yep, 53.9% bonus. I believe they'll find one more set of pills. They're probably going to have to pop both the sets of pills before they make safe room, so probably not going to have those as far as point-wise. Spawns are coming up here. They're not going to be able to make it down. Oh my gosh, that was so close! But they're not going to make it. The attack's kind of staggered, and the Charger's going to die out at the end. No, it won't. They're going to keep the Smoker, which I think is a misplay since that's a quad try. We have a 2-2 coming in now. I know there won't be a Charger. I don't know what died first. It might be another food too.
MK, I don't know if you saw, but that hit was worth over 100 because Rochelle missed the drop onto the van, fell all the way down, and lost a ton of HP. So she had to pop another set of pills, and the hit comes in. It is going to be the Poo 2. Smoke pull from far range, spit onto nothing, and I don't know if they killed the boom or the smoke first.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I mean, I know they gotta trigger this. Oh, they hit the car alarm, so they will have more during this. This is gonna be at a really good advantage for Cronus here. No, they needed something like this, and now this is gonna be. Oh, he got killed. He got too close. They got overzealous. No, what did we just see?
Dude, falling off the van and then blowing up. They send in the hit. And they will find some great damage with it. Look, the boom stumble. They got him into an alleyway. Everything falling to pieces for Wild and Shocking Asia. Where is the bonus? It's nowhere to be found, MK. This is a disaster.
Yeah, the jockey's coming to troll this pickup. They have common. This is like an event now because they shot the car alarm. Alan Wanker is dead. That's a funny name, by the way. I didn't realize that, but he is now deceased. The spit's coming in for the delay. They might not be able to get this pickup. They might just end up wiping out here as this person who is in capped is down to 130 health, and they have spawns to delay this. No, are we going to see a death?
I think we very likely could. They're doing all that they can here, but they are taking so much for this. The boom onto all three. The spit reconnect. 8-7-1-2. Team captain is down. Charge rockets over. Double smack. You're down as well. Now we just got the ringer Qingyuan alive, and he is going to do what he can, MK. But Jockey alive. Spitter ready. And that is that. What was that? They are going to lose the chapter by almost 100 points. Ridiculous.
Man, Wild and Shock and Asia was poised there and all for some comeback. And man, I would say, what a circumstances of events. How about it?
Yeah,
what did we say? I mean,
right. I mean, 700 bonus plus in the tank. I hate to single anyone out, but Ketsu, Alan Wanker, that was not the move. Both of those neither one of those situations were the move at all. Completely preventable, and yikes.
Yeah, I mean. I mean, I can understand accidentally shooting the car alarm, but I didn't realize how big the blast radius, and I don't think Alan Wanker realized it either because he shot his shot a little early and he dies off. As we go live into the second chapter, we have the 2-2, or actually it's 2-2. Hunter's Smoker, Retro with a spit. Hunter's pre-spawn, so is a spitter. They slow down and clear out a lot of the commons, and the fires make this so much more visible, I'll tell you that.
Right. Ooh, triple boom, but spit in the safe room. Not going to get any spread. 1% hit. Are we witnessing the fall of Wild and Shocking Asia after a horrific turn of events on Chapter 2? We'll have to see. Chapter 3 here, MK, is one of the more highly edited chapters. You can see the fire everywhere. That's going to be a constant theme. A lot of rerouting, a lot of instant kill potential.
Absolutely. You might have to call for a second. I need a minute.
Okay. So we do have the Hunter in there. Charger will get dealt with. Jockey landing for a brief moment. Just gonna have the boom left alive. Cronus is quite happy as well as they make their way up this escalator. Look how late this tank is. 83%.
Jeez, that is really late. I don't even know where that's gonna be at for this map.
Me either.
I mean, they do still have an event, but I think it's a little bit different. And there's a lot of fire.
There is a lot of fire, and there's also some areas of the railing that are not quite filled in. So if you get brought down to that fire, it's going to be a quick ending for you. They do make it down. The 2-2, they clear the boom first. They even stumbles the Hunter. They clear the Hunter. Maybe a bit of spit damage, but I mean, look at Cronus. They're 3-4 hits in, 92.4% bonus left. What?
Yeah, that's massive right now, I think. All right, and there we go. Back going live. I can't believe they're only 40% of the way through the map.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't taken a lot of damage, though. That's one thing, though, now. I mean, they've taken a couple of attacks, but not much to show for it from Wild Shocking Asia. And I thought right now the momentum is a little bit against them due to what happened to them last chapter. Probably a little deflated. Just got to get their mental game back in it and get these infected back in line. Another death possibility here now. Boomer stumble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no. Oh, the Charger! He missed the opportunity, no. It was there! He still... Oh, my goodness. That would have been a depth check. Can he still get it? Oh, he didn't go for it.
What?
Oh, it was right there. There were so many commons.
So many opportunities there. I mean, the survivors did not seem to be clued into the Charger's presence at all. They do finally let a little bit of damage through, but I mean, 86% bonus left at this point in the chapter. Yeah, Wild and Shocking Asia needs something to happen right now. Again, more death charge possibilities, but they don't have a Charger. They're gonna send in the Hunt Smoke. Boom spit. We're gonna hold the spit.
Yeah, I think they have to now. They haven't got enough damage, and it's too hard to land a quad in these hallways.
Agree.
I mean, look at that, 13-16. I mean, it's 700 distance. It's 100 shy away from the most you can get, and they are almost at the end of the chapter, ready for granted. They didn't fight tank yet. That's still an amazing amount of health to have. And it looks like this is actually where the event starts, I think, so they can't go through the door. Maybe not. They were baiting me now.
Well, I mean, this would be a good stairwell hit, but with the way Cronus is set up, yeah, they're just gonna push through it. Caution from Nick. Okay, long stair. Hello, and that's that. That hit over just as soon as it began. So SI is going in one by one. Very long corridor, very unideal place to hit, and there goes the tank.
And it's going to be the third tank of the game for Wild and Shocking Asia into the hands of Stay, I believe is what his name is.
Yes, Stay with me.
Stay with me. And survivors are going to retreat, and let's see where they set up here. It's going to be interesting now, just because we're unfamiliar on seeing it, as they hit on the retreat back, and a triple boom. And I don't know if the tank can get there. No, he can't. It's not enough to slow him down to get a cutoff.
This should seem like a pretty familiar place to take the tank, but it is a lot riskier. With those, you know, with open spaces to get hit through, Cronus has to keep that in mind, but I've been talking about it the entire chapter, and we just really haven't seen any play around it.
They can't back up now. There's nowhere to back up to.
Right. So, for the Smoker Charger Jockey, are they happy with this? It looks like they are. They got no more time to wait.
Traps is not very fond of it.
I wouldn't be either. Tank.
Go ahead, take it away.
4K HP Labs. Charger Jockey spawn in from the side. Jockey on the head of Coach. The lineup. He's going to be hanging, but the charge misses. Smoker gets cleared instantly. He misses a smack, and that is going to be it from Stay With Me. Missing 3 smacks. And, you know, Coach is hanging, but they'll be able to pick him up, and the bonus is going to go up, 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 all the way to 961. They almost have 1,000 bonus left post-tank.
Okay, that's gonna last.
Yeah, that's a lot. They're going to eat up a bunch of pills, though. They'll take it down a little bit more. Not much, but I don't know. Why didn't the Charger death charge the Jockey through the opening? I didn't understand. I mean, it looks like there was opportunity there. They just didn't take it. Hunter gets skeeted. The spitter is not going to land. They're probably going to sack for a boomer here. I'd be surprised if this Jockey goes, and it will not. And they need to land this quad for all the shock in Asia, or else they're going to have quite a feat to pull off when they're survivor side here, no, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, they weren't way down before this. They actually could have a ton of buffer right now from chapter 2 if everything didn't fall to pieces. So hopefully they'll keep that out of their mind, because like you said, they're going to need a very strong survivor side. That's the only way that they can do it, unless of course they get minus 908 from the squad. We'll see if it happens. They're set up overhead, and Cronus will just be taking it to the back room for a bit, hanging out, clearing commons.
Oh, they pre-spawn. They slow down now. They back up.
And it's in. Just gonna have the smoke. Jockey Hunter actually landing beautiful jockey damage here. It is not going to be the quad though. It will be 100 points of damage, but at this point Cronus could allow that to happen. They're gonna be walking in with almost 1,500 points.
Yeah, I think they'll get one more attack, but it's not going to be what they're just going to send it at the door and hope. And it's going to be a 2-2 as well. And it's just going to be a Hail Mary. I don't even know if they'll get it. Smoker has to charge now. Here they go. They actually get a good bait. The Charger misses. They get decent damage from it, though.
Right.
I mean, they get it under 800, so it's respectable in my opinion. But still, half the points for Cronus. 3 chapter score, 2585. It's impressive, no. Impressive.
Yeah, that's a problem for sure. That is a very big problem. Something I was alluding to on chapter 1 was the fact that this chapter 4 does absolutely have comeback potential on Dead Center ReBirth. Just gonna have one tank, etc., etc. So can't count Wild and Shocking Asia out yet, but they're gonna need a solid survivor side to make that possible.
Yeah, can they mirror what happened with Cronus with their survivor side? First 3 attacks doing less than 90% or leaving more than 90% of the bonus on the survivors. That's kind of the task they have to fill out here.
Yes.
They gotta stay clean, keep the mental game. If you just tie their bonus alone with putting up half the points, you're only down 150 going into the finale, which is still anybody's game. And like you were saying, no, there's only one tank on this finale, but there are 2 generators you have to turn off. And they take a long time to do so, let me tell you. It's not fast at all.
All right, and with that, Wild and Shocking Asia, their first test of many beautiful teams started off. You're going to have a single boom. That's going to be it in the way of damage. 0.2%. Looking good for the beginning.
Yeah, that's what they needed. Ellis is not moving. Okay, Ellis is lagging. So I'm checking out his ping. It's at 200. It's not terrible. Everybody's sitting at like 210.
Yeah.
It's not fun to play on that and all, but it's not impossible. I mean, it's a lot more reasonable than 350, let me tell you.
Yeah.
No hesitation. They're going to go. The Hunter's giving up the attack locations. Jockey's up above. Charger has rocketed in. The Charger fine, but it's cleared quickly. And Walden Shock in Asia. Okay, the Jockey will latch on there. Oh, they're not clearing this quickly. They take a little bit damage here, but I would say they're holding up pretty well as far as 2 hits in. Less than 6%. Not too bad.
Yeah. This is not bad at all for Walden Shocking Asia. But they have to keep it rolling for quite a bit. They're only 20% distance so far. Tank, again, all the way down at 83%. And they've got to run it pretty far away back to get to a good spot, too. So they definitely need to preserve that HP. We got a 3-1 with the boom. Hunter, Charger, Smoker for the cappers. And we've got an Escalator, which can always be a good spot to hit.
Smoker's not in the right spot, though, for a death pull. No, he has to be a higher level. Pulling from below won't work. But then again, that might not even be the effort. Ooh. It's kind of like a rolling double cap and all, but the damage is done. Now they dip down to about 15% for 3 hits. I mean, it's still not bad for Wild and Shock in Asia, but they're only 30% of the way through the map, and you just said that.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking a while. They gotta, with the boom added on to clean out the commons. They have made it into the hallway, which is a reprieve for a moment. But with the Charger, Jockey, Hunter, Spit, this could be a great stairwell hit. They could also, it looks like they just want to send it, just hop out from a corner. Hunter is there, ready to go. The audio cues, not going to get the ski. Charge will land. Spit.
Oh.
Nowhere to be found.
Did you see how clutch Ellis just played that shot right there? I don't know if you realized.
No.
Ellis walked into the charge, but just beelined it to the bathroom to pick the spitter. And ate the charge, and it took it pretty clean. I mean, they still lost a couple of things in percentages and all. Don't get me wrong. I think they'll still be happy if you're infected, but you'll definitely be more happy as Survivor. Not even the Spit. As the Boomer gets a proxy stumble, Hunter gets knocked over, gets picked down. He's on fire now. 31 HP, and it looks like they're going to go for a quad try?
That's what it looks like. Okay, they're 50% of the way through the chapter. They don't have to match their bonus. So Wild and Shocking Asia is doing a good job of keeping it close, but again, stairwell hit. Oh, the rebound of Nick off the side. And they will be able to clear that up, but again, sneaking some damage through, bringing them down to 72.8%.
What just happened? I mean, it lagged for me when he charged, and I saw the guy appear at the bottom getting up. Like, off to the side. Did he get bolt charged over there?
Yeah, he got, ricocheted off of a side and bounced back, and probably not with your setup, but regardless, a 2-2. Charger, Smoker inside. Tank coming up at about 13%. They are going to send another one. They send it from behind. Smoke charge with a 1 boom. And the Spit. Boom going to keep him in there. The stumble through. And this is insane amounts of damage. He's caught up in the commons, in the Smoker. And they dip down below 60%. The damage continues to come out. And this was, I want to say, this is a little bit less than the HP or the bonus that Cronus had post-tank. So Cronus has definitely got the advantage so far. We'll see how this tank plays out. Look at the separation, though, on the run back. The Spit is going to be blocking. Hunter does spawn in, but decides against it and starts walking it back.
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering if they might. Oh my goodness, the charge is gonna land, the hunter's gonna land, the boom is gonna land. Where is this tank? He can't get there fast enough. But as of this moment now, it is official. They are not gonna be able to win the round anymore.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a win for Cronus.
Crazy.
And he is in without hesitation. He's got commons.
Oh!
Oh, he gets death. No, he's not dead. He just gets knocked below. I think they can save him, but I don't know if it's going to happen. There's a smoker pole. It gets cleared. The jockey comes in. The charger lands. It's a 2-cap, and they're going to wipe out. And they're going to go down 1,000 points going into the finale, dear no. Oh, no.
I just think back to that buffer that they could have had. They would still be in the hole here, but it wouldn't be by near as much. And they are down over 1,000 points heading into the finale. I like to be optimistic, but Cronus has done a great job at putting the nails through that coffin. We'll see if Wild and Shocking Asia has been completely locked up or if they can break out of it. It's going to be a tough spot to do it.
Yeah, they're going to need to wipe with the tank or land the quad beforehand, nah?
Yes.
And then make it with bonus.
Right.
Oh, it's only
right.
600 distance for this, too. That's even more rough.
Exactly.
I got
This
pickups.
Is it's a pretty short and sweet chapter.
Hello, Gun Noodle.
Welcome in.
It took chapter 4, but hiccups found me. No, they got me.
Well, in the meantime, Wild and Shocking Asia sets up for the 3+1 hit. The hunter finally landing in the spit. Jockey gonna carry him down. No, he gets M2'd away. And a great job by Cronus mitigating the damage on that hit. They will have to wait out the death spit, but 2%, not bad at all.
No, not bad. And
Reloading.
they start progressing. And look at how fast that current progression goes up. Map is much shorter. Already at 25%. Oh my
right.
goodness.
They bring it up this stairwell, and then they've got 2 generators and a door, and that's where the tank is, and they open the door and they're pretty much already at the safeguard. So this chapter progresses extremely quick. They've already got 184 distance. Beautiful smoke charge. That is a death charge. It does not get cleared. Yeah is dead. And that is going to tell a different story here, MK. And they actually turn it around off the back of this death charge.
My goodness, that is insane.
I didn't see it coming at first, but once I saw the other angle, I was like, oh, there it is.
And now they only have 3. I mean, they're putting up points. They already have 240. They got to turn this generator off, but it's going to be really difficult to do with 3 survivors. And they're going early here. They land a tri-cap. Nixie only went up, running through the spit. And they're going to live.
Okay. At what cost? I mean, they've got 258 distance already. So Wild and Shocking Asia needs to finish the deal right now. I don't know what SI setup they're going to have, but Cronus has cleared out all the commons, and in comes the tank.
And it is probably going to be the last tank of the game for Wild and Shocking Asia into the hands of Alan Wanker. I just like to say the name. There's commons in here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's just going to roll it in with that. Again, this hittable is not an instant kill, but he is going to go ahead and knock it into play. Could still be a nuisance. Look at Cronus. They all pop their pills, except for Rochelle, who gets caught by the hunter. Backed into a corner. There goes the generator. He's just going to take the corner hits. He's only, he's gotten hit down to half HP, but he's really messing around with this generator quite a lot. 2k HP left. Down goes Hydro, but I mean, look, does he have enough to finish the job? Cronus is completely destroying him at the moment. He tries to meet shield around this generator, which is just not going to work. And he goes down right when the SIs come up. Another death charge out of the Wild and Shocking Asia squad. Oh my god, MK.
Did he clear this with... He's not even trying. He's not even trying to clear
it. He said what's done is done.
And now he tries a little late though, but it's gonna be the wipe. 261 points.
Okay.
And now let's see. We can do some math and see what they need and all. Let's do it. 22, 24. So they're gonna need 622 bonus. 622 is the magic number, I think.
Well, fortunately for us,
722.
IO lists it exactly. Very close there. I respect it, but yes, 722, which I'm curious what percentage of that bonus is. But it's gonna be round about half of it. So, Wild and Shocking Asia only able to lose half the bonus. Hunt spit, charge into the wall, 1. Uncalled for. The death spit as well. The coach decides to run through the spit because the jockey is ripping apart at Rochelle. And I'm going to be honest with you, MK, I don't think that's quite the most ideal way to start the chapter.
No, losing 30% of your bonus right from the gate is not what you want to do for Wild and Shocking Asia if you're rooting for a comeback. That probably almost solidifies the victory for Cronus.
Sure does. They still got the smoke charge potential here. 2 players left to run through. Smoke, charge, drop down. Not going to be able to find it. And we need nothing short of a no-hitter here from Wild and Shocking Asia. They've only got about 150 points that they can lose.
The one thing they do have is 4 survivors. That is one benefit.
Yeah, now that you mention it, they'll also be able to pick up a couple pills. Actually, it's just 1 set over here. They've got 1 set left. So that will give them a little bit more buffer. Look at the jockey 1v1. Nick is able to deal with it.
And they have not started the event yet. The hunter's finally coming up here. Interesting. They only had 1 SI and they chose not to start this. Is they gonna let him do it?
Yeah.
Is that gonna start the commons though now?
I remember having this discussion. It seems like it doesn't. Which is interesting.
This is it. This is for the match. Take the tank away now.
Okay, Rock to start it off. 750 bonus left. That's pretty much case in point. 696. It will no longer be recoverable. Got Nick in the corner. Down goes Nick altogether. Hydro, 1500 HP left. Going to be getting a Smackola with a mini corner onto Ellis. He gets popped out of it, but still 381 bonus left. And unless they can conjure up some bonus out of somewhere, that is going to be it. They're going to go ahead and start doing the generator, get the pickup, etc. But I think Cronus has done it.
Yeah,
they're 487.
I think they'll get the victory, but I do believe that Wild and Shocking Asia will survive this chapter. I believe they're going to make it.
Well, we can't get too ahead of ourselves after what we saw in Chapter 2. I will say that much. But yeah, it does look that way. Basically just got the stairwell, which Cronus isn't going to hit at, and they walk out towards this open area. They are going to spawn in on a side room. Jockey running in from behind. Hunt spit lands. Jockey in 2. Charge, keeping him in the spit. 1, not quite, but still. Stay with me. Does he go down? No.
And they're going to be able to push out, and they're coming up at the end of the map. All they got to do is navigate down the stairs, jump on their ride, and they're almost there now. Not quite. 1 more attack coming in. 350 bonus left.
Trying to find Rochelle. Nice little ski by Alan Wanker. The drop down finally coming out from all the members of Wild and Shocking. They're just going to run it down, run towards the car. As simple as that. Oh, not quite as simple as that. As stay with me. The team does not take his advice. They ditch him. Get in the car, drive away. GG's come out. Well played.
And the GG well plays, and that will be Team Cronus getting the victory over Wild and Shocking Asia. 2,846 to 2,226. Each.
And